You have prayed, you have cried, you have fasted, you have believed, and yet nothing seems to happen. Heaven feels quiet. The answer you have been waiting for hasn't come, and your heart begins to whisper, God, have you forgotten me? If you have ever felt that way, you are not alone. Stay till the end because today's message will remind you that even when your prayers seem unanswered, God is still working, and His silence is never His absence. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Daniel. He wasn't a pastor, not a preacher, just a simple man who loved God and prayed faithfully. For years, he prayed for one thing, healing for his wife, who battled a chronic illness. Every day, he believed God would do it. He prayed, Lord, you healed the blind, you raised the dead. Surely you can heal her too. Weeks turned into months, months turned into years, and nothing changed. One night, while sitting beside her hospital bed, he whispered, God, I don't understand. Why haven't you answered? He opened his Bible, and his eyes fell on Isaiah 55, verse 8 and 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Daniel realized something that night. Maybe unanswered prayers aren't ignored prayers. Maybe God answers in a way our hearts can't see it. A few weeks later, his wife passed away peacefully, and though his heart was shattered, something unexpected began to happen. This story started touching other families in the hospital. The nurses who cared for her began to pray again. Her testimony of faith in suffering brought others back to God. It wasn't the answer Daniel wanted, but it became a story that glorified God beyond what he could have imagined. Friend, maybe you have been praying for something for a long time, a healing, a breakthrough, a restoration, a miracle, and it feels like God has gone quiet. But I want you to hear this truth. Delays are not denials. In John chapter 11, when Jesus heard that Lazarus was sick, he didn't rush immediately. He waited, even when everyone thought he was late. But he was right on time. Because what they wanted was healing, and what Jesus planned was resurrection. Sometimes the very thing you are praying for isn't denied, it is being upgraded. God isn't giving you less, He is preparing you something greater than what you asked. You prayed for a job, He is preparing a calling. You prayed for a person, He is preparing your character. You prayed for a door, He is building an entire new house. You see, faith isn't proven when prayers are answered. Faith is proven when they are not, and you still choose to trust Him anyway. Romans chapter 8, verse 28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him." That means even unanswered prayers are working for your good. Even closed doors are part of His plan. Even silence is speaking, just not in the way you expected. So, when your prayers seem unanswered, remember this: God doesn't always give you what you want, He gives you what you need to become who you are called to be. You may not understand it now, but one day you will look back and thank Him for the prayers He didn't answer because they protected you from paths that weren't meant for you. If this message touched your heart today, don't leave without sharing it with someone who's praying and waiting for an answer. You might be the encouragement they have been asking God for. And before you go, type in the comments, "I will trust God's timing." Let us fill this space with faith, even in waiting. If you are new here, subscribe for more weekly devotions that strengthen your walk with God. Remember, unanswered prayers don't mean forgotten prayers. They mean God is preparing something better, something lasting, something eternal. He may not have answered yet, but He is not finished yet.